Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They give it to Hill running right. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be second and 12. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Second and 11. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
26 Mike. Hey, keep it up.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got 4.
Fire. A give to Kamara running right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run it here. This is James White. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Got it. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, check, 59.
Clear.
Let's go, D.
Snap.
Operating from the gun, Cartwright. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's got the first down yardage before he's... brought down at the 42.
A gain of 4 yards. Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180.
Check 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now this is fielded in the end zone. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Hill. And this may be a carbon copy as Hill again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
18.
Trubisky will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running with Kamara. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Back to throw. Cartwright. Got Gordon open, completes it. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
4 yards. First down, New England.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
26 months. I got you. I got you. 26 months.
2nd and 3. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
26 months. 26 months. Get the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cartwright. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cartwright. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Tight end right. Hey, we got 3 out.
From the gun, Cartwright. He's going to air one out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready up. 26 months. Here we go, team. Here I come. Snap.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Matt LaCosse, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Hill. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
180, ran, touch. Get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Switch up, switch up.
On 3rd down, Cartwright. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Hey, watch the slant.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's got this down to the 35.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Now it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Cartwright. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Quick dash. Come. Slam. Check 37. Check.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Off the play fake. Cartwright. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Hey, Charlie.
From the 24, Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd